first of all, start with your Goal of the Month award. It must be nice when you get recognised for these things.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I think I only touched the ball a couple of times in the build-up to that goal, so I have to say thank you to most of my team for that one, because yeah, there were a lot of passes before the final shot. But no, pretty cool to win it, so I'm happy about that.
When you look at this weekend, is it a case of just looking at what's in front of you, not thinking of all the implications of what could happen this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I think we approach it like any other game. I know it sounds pretty cliche, but that's all we can really control, isn't it, at the end of the day? So that's what we've been doing for most of the season, and we'll stay doing that for the last remaining games.
Hey, Matt. Just one word on Callum McGregor. Obviously got the Player of the Year accolade. Just from the Celtic dressing room point of view, what's he been like throughout this season?
Yeah, no, he's been great. I remember my first day here, he was the first one to come up and welcome me, really. So that kind of says enough about his character in that sense. And yeah, just throughout my time here, he's been really good. He's been very important in terms of moments in games where you just need someone to step up. Before the game, really trying to get everyone going. And then after the game, he's always quite a calm head as well. Never really singles anyone out, so he's very level-headed about it, which is, I think, really important as a captain. So yeah, no, he's been great.
How determined are the squad to make sure that the season just goes? You know, the way you finish the season is very important, as you kind of were throughout the season. The consistency and finish with a flourish.
Yeah, like I said, the approach is still the same. We don't feel as though we've cracked it yet. We don't feel as though we're a great team. We still think there's a lot more we need to do to be at that next level. So yeah, we're just going to try and keep improving game by game kind of thing. Hearts is not an easy game either, so we're going to have to approach it with the utmost respect towards them. And yeah, hopefully we can just take care of business.
Hi, Matt. I was just wondering what the mood in the camp was after the draw against Rangers. Was there was your primary response of disappointment at being held to a draw, or was it more sort of a relief at preventing Rangers sort of reigniting the title race?
Yeah, no, I think it was probably a mixture, to be honest. I felt like for the majority of the game we managed it well. Obviously, they had some good chances towards the end, so I think from an outside point of view, it gets looked at a bit differently. But yeah, no, I was disappointed, certainly with a draw, to be honest. I think it was a game where we were more than capable of winning, especially with the chances we had, but wasn't meant to be for whatever reason. And no, after the game, we all just sat down and we said, listen, we can't be hard on ourselves. We're 6 points clear or whatever it is with however many games to go, so we're in a good place. And yeah, so the mood was pretty good overall.
Yeah, and have there been sort of a temptation to sort of like celebrate because it's almost there, or do you think it's sort of too soon? Because especially when you've got a team like Hearts who are sort of third top coming to visit next.
No, yeah, there's no time for celebrations yet. There's still a lot of football to be played. You know, I know. Again, from an outside point of view, it looks like it's potentially close to being finished, but from where we are, we have a lot more work to do to close it over the line. So no celebrations. Once we hopefully do it, then we can focus on that.
Matt, would you say that your move to Celtic so far has got the plan or even exceeded expectations from where you are personally, you know, and the team?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. Both on a personal level and collective level. Obviously, it was a big change for me in terms of where I came from, but it's gone really well. I couldn't have really asked for too much more. I'm always someone who demands a lot from myself, so I think there'll be times when I was probably disappointed if I haven't, you know, done as well as I thought I could have, etc. But I think overall I've played to a pretty good level, to be honest. I think I've been pretty consistent, which I think is important, especially in the position I am on the pitch. And yeah, as a team, I think we've been really good. Couple blips here and there, but that's football. And I think any time we've had a blip, we've come back really well.
I mean, you're close to winning this title. You know, 4 points at the maximum. You'll need to. What's your biggest achievement in football before now? Would you say, you know, medals wise at least? Anyway.
I haven't won any medals, mate, to be honest. Not professionally, so this will be my first. So that'll be pretty cool if I can do that. But like you said, like I said previously, I haven't done it yet. So I'm trying to focus on everything I can do to achieve that goal, and then hopefully once it happens, then I can enjoy that feeling.
Hi, Matt. Just talking there about your kind of first 4 or 5 months up here, so it's gone really well. Do you think there's a lot more to come from you? Hopefully many more years at Celtic and many more trophies.
No, definitely. I think, yeah, I said that to myself numerous times. I think I'm playing at a good level, but I definitely feel that there's a lot more to come, yeah, like you said. It's obviously an adaptation sort of period for me, in a sense. I've obviously come from a different league, a different culture, so I'm still coming to grips with it. I feel very settled, but I still think next season it will really give me a chance to, I've built a foundation now to a point where I'm settled in the team, settled in the environment, so hopefully next season I can really push on and reach high levels on a both personal note and collective note.
You just talk about the level there of the league of Celtic. Is it what you expected? Is it higher? The league in general, the competitiveness at Celtic, is it higher than you expected? Is it exactly what you expected?
I didn't know what to expect. I'll be honest. I knew obviously the size of the club. I knew the level was going to be of a higher one. But at the same time, I always thought it was a level I was, more than capable of playing at. So I've been happy with the transition. It's felt very, very natural, which is positive. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully pushing on that next season.
Hi, Matt. You've had domestic success this season, your first season at Celtic. Is success in Europe the next step for you and for the team?
Yeah, no, I think so. I think that's what can take us to the next level. Hopefully once this season is over, we can put ourselves in a good place to do that as well. So that is an exciting thought for all of us around Celtic, I will be honest. I'm not going to say anything now because we haven't officially won anything, but in terms of European football, if we can play at the highest level, I think for all of us that'll be a really cool experience. And just being able to test yourself against the best players in the world, that'll be really cool because that's something I've always wanted to do.
And to Hearts, they're obviously already cemented third place. They've got a Scottish Cup final on the horizon. What do you expect from them? Do you expect anything different from what you've already faced this season?
No, we expect a tough game. It always is a tough game. I remember that being my debut away at their place, and that was a hostile environment. So I know what it's like personally already, which is a good experience to have. And yeah, we all know that they're a strong team. They wouldn't be in third place. They wouldn't be in a cup final if they weren't a good team. So we're going to have to be more than ready for it.
Can I ask you about if we actually win the league and we qualify for the Champions League group stages? How will that? Do you think that can impact your chances of making the World Cup with Denmark?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I think anyone who's can play in Champions League football and hopefully play at a good level as well obviously helps massively. But again, I know it's annoying for me to say this. We haven't got there yet. So once we do, or once we hopefully achieve that, then I'll give you a proper answer on that.
Okay. Joe Hart made some important saves towards the end of the game last weekend. Mm-hmm. How important has he been for Celtic since you've been at the club?
No, he's been massive. I think he doesn't get called upon too often, but when he does, he always seems to be there making those really important saves. I can remember a few of them. The semi-final against Rangers, there were some massive saves he made in that. Obviously, we didn't go on to close it out, but in terms of his presence, he really gives us something where we all just feel comfortable being in front of him. I think someone with his experience naturally brings that sense of ease to all of those around him.